Welcome to Vianney's Kitchen. Today I haven't been able to find any bolillos recipe really good online. So today I'm going to teach you the real Mexican bolillo. And it's the best. That's the best I have found. My family loves it, and this is what I do pretty much every day. I do 6 bolillos per day, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So basically, the first thing that you do, you start with the Polish. And the Polish is a very simple thing. What you do is you get some bread flour, some water, and some yeast. Okay, so for the bolillos, basically the first part, like I said, you need bread, you need water, and you need some yeast. I put my yeast in the freezer just because it lasts so much longer. So we need 150 grams of water, and I'm very particular, so I just measure everything. So you start measuring 150 grams of water. Then 163. Let me just go back. This is where it's going to take me a bit of it because I'm like so weird about it. So 151. So you take 150 grams of water, and then you start doing 150 grams of flour, which I forgot to take a container for it. But you do 150 grams of flour. You tare it so that it starts from zero. Never forget that, because it has happened to me that I forget to tare it, and then I put more flour or more water, and then it becomes a disaster. So just do your thing, do it slow, be on the zone, and you're going to enjoy life. I think this is the part that I enjoy the most, because I get to do things, I call it perfect, but you know, recipes are all about doing it right and just being on the perfect side. So I use this type of containers because it's easy to just keep in the fridge. The Polish you keep in the fridge for 24 hours, from 8 to 24 hours. I usually just do 24, so that you start in the morning, you start your Polish, and the next day you just do it again. So this is how I do it. And then you put 1/8 of a teaspoon of yeast, just 1/8. And then you just mix it, you put it in the fridge, and you wait until tomorrow, and you then woke up with the second part. Very crazy, but I have all the family looking at me. This is the first time we did this. But anyways, so we just did the Polish, and the Polish is the overnight pre-fermented flour that we use, so that we have the bolillos that are softer, and they keep the moisture for a lot longer. So our bolillos will last a little bit longer. It's not that they last that long, because they get eaten really fast, but just know that I do this almost every day. I do a Polish daily, and I have the one that I did last night, and basically this is just how it looks. When we do the Polish, it just looks like this. And what we do, we just put it in the mixer. We put the Polish in the mixer, and this is like the starting point of our bolillos. And then we do the flour. It's 350 grams of flour. And I'm going to do 150 grams of water, 7 grams of instant yeast. Instant yeast, you always want to add a quarter more of whatever your recipe calls for, just because it's not rapid yeast. So always instant yeast at a quarter. I already did. And then we have 10 grams of sugar, 10 grams of salt. I always use kosher salt, just because kosher salt is not as salty as regular salt. And I find it to taste so much better. And I've used instant, this is called the dry malt. Dry malt is just to help with the quickeness, and it just makes the bolillo a little bit more brown. So it's really good. So you do 1 teaspoon, and basically that's just all you do. I forgot to get the whisk. So you just whisk it, and then you put it in the mixer. My mixer is a pretty cool mixer. It's been with me for over a decade, but it has a timer. Nowadays, the new mixers, they don't have timers, but mine does have a timer. And I just set it to do the work for 10 minutes, and it makes it the dough for 10 minutes, and then it's ready to just kind of let it grow for an hour. So here I go. Oh, the hook is not. And you just put 10 minutes. I'm basically fixing it until it's wet. Okay, so you just started the machine, but I totally forgot to add the oil. So that's 51 grams of oil. So we want to add it. So we just finished mixing it on my mixer that has a timer. So it mix for 10 minutes. So basically what you do is, this is how it looks. I don't know if you can see it, but now what we do is we put a little bit of oil on the container. You're going to let it rise. You take it out. I use the shower caps that are for the kitchen, and you just cover it. So you have two options. How I do it, because my life is a little bit busy, I just put this in the fridge, and tomorrow morning it should already have fermented. So all the flavors are created in the fridge, and we don't have to wait outside. Now we can go and watch a movie. But at this point, we just put it in the fridge with my polish so that I could have it ready and start another one next time. And that's it. Tomorrow we'll continue.
So this is the next day, and we have our dough. You could have just do it right after you did it, just let it rest for an hour, but now this has fermented all night, so the flavor will be so much more intense. So normally what I do is I will knead it just for a couple of seconds, you know, just 1 minute. You knead it because it's easier when it's cold to separate the balls, and then you're going to let them rest for about 15 minutes, and then you shape the dough. So now this, I know for a fact because I do it so often, that this should weigh 140 grams, and that's it. You separate them in 6. Yep, 140. I just want to make sure that we know how to roll. Basically, you just make a ball and you just let it rest. You have to let them rest for 15 minutes. Normally, I get a piece of film with spray some oil, or you can just go with the oil with your hand, you know. And then you just cover them for 15 minutes. Just let them rest. Let the dough relax. And we'll come back in 15 minutes to continue. So the way that we fold the bread is you just expand it with your fingers, and it's like the French baguette style. So you fold it from the top, you're turning it around. Okay, this is how I just do it. And you put your thumb in the middle, and like a canoe, and then you just close it with your palm. And in the middle, you just expand it, and then you twist it like a bone. There you go. The last one, I guess I want to expand it. One turn, middle with your thumb, close it, twist it. There you go. And now you're gonna let it rise for about an hour. They have to double in size. Okay, so we're going to do the cornstarch glaze, and basically it's a 1/4 cup of water plus 1 teaspoon of cornstarch. You can do it on the stove, but the easiest way to do it is to do it on the microwave. So what I normally will do is just mix it and then just put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds at 50%. It's very important that you put your microwave at 50%. It gets 50% power, I should say. Power so that it cooks, but it doesn't burn. Because it's a button that we normally don't use on the microwave, so just FYI. The glaze. Okay, so this is the glaze. This is how it looks like. You know, after putting it in the oven for 45 seconds, I did it. So you get a lame, and what you do is just pour your bread. You can either do it with a lame if you have one. If not, you can even use this ¿cómo se llaman? Paring knives. Same idea. You don't have to spend on the lane, but I just have it. And it's a little bit easier because it's very sharp. But if you have any knife that can do the job, it's fine. So just core them. See, it looks really nice. And then you just use I use the silicone brush so that you just brush your bolillo. And it just gives it like a shine. It's just different. You don't have to do it. I've done it both ways, with and without. But I find them to be a little bit more, I don't know, shiny. And with the Panaderia look. I don't know that all of the panaderias do it, but I think this is a good way. I've seen it done with the Italian bread, and I think it's just good. So okay, so now after we finish glazing them, we're going to put them in the oven at 480 degrees. I have a pan with boiling water inside so that it's steaming. And just put them there for about 18 minutes, and then just make sure it's brown on the top, and I'll show you how it looks when it's done. So now the time it just baked. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the bread. We're gonna let it cool for about 10 minutes before we open them. But I wanted to show you something that I think it's important. Like I mentioned yesterday was Christmas, and normally I wanted to have some bolillos ready for the family. So what I did, you can freeze the bolillos after the dough has risen. Instead of putting them in the oven, you can just freeze it for 15 minutes. And this is what it ends up being. You know, you just freeze it. And I baked them just right now to see what is the difference. It looks different, but the flavor is there. Like if you see this type of bolillo that just came out, it's bigger, you know, it's fluffier. And this is the one that I froze, but the taste is there. It's just, if you're choosing to have them just ready. For instance, for my husband, sometimes he leaves super early in the morning, and I just bake one bolillo, put it in there, and he can just take it with him. And I just wanted to give you that option. I'm gonna go ahead and have all the ingredients on the text on the inside this video. And if you like it, just like it, and give me a comment. If you make it, just show me what you've done. I would love to see that you were successful, and if not, why, or you know, we can figure it out. Thank you, and hope you have a great day. Happy New Year.